Hey there, good evening, and a very warm welcome to the Love Audio YouTube channel. My name is Paul Webber from Love Audio, passionate about production, and hey, look, sporting the new t-shirt. If you want to know where to get those, then click the link that's in the banner across the top of the channel. So tonight we're going to delve into the world of telephone on hold marketing messages. It's, as I've said on the kind of teasers up leading up into this, it's a bit of a Marmite moment. You either love it or you hate it. So we're going to kind of explore that this evening. Maybe even before the end of the show, do a live demonstration of recording one, getting it into the system and showing you how that all works. All right. So a couple of housekeeping things. First of all, please do say hello. I know a couple of you done so already. Thanks to Adam and thanks to Rowan. Thanks for joining the stream this evening. If you're in the house, please make sure you say hi, and the message hopefully should flash up a bit like, hang on, if I get the right button, a bit like that. So make sure you come and say hi in the messages, won't you? What else can I tell you? So the t-shirt, I Love Audio. I thought I'd get some of those done. I've got a mug as well, which is on the same thing. It's via Teesprings, like a kind of store, if you like. So if you take a look at that and you want to tell everybody that you love audio, then that's perfectly fine. Not necessarily advertising me, but letting people know what you like and all that kind of thing. Also, let me know what you've been up to today. If you've had a nice kind of working day, back to work, that's a good thing. Then that's great. Obviously, a lot of businesses getting back into the swing of things now, which is quite cool. Some obviously are still not able to do that, and obviously we hope that gets back to normal as soon as possible. Now, telephone on hold marketing messages is the subject of tonight's stream. So love them, hate them. We feel the power tonight, of course, and we'll go through that with you this evening. Now, what are they exactly? Basically, if you ring a company and they put you on hold or transfer you to another extension, they have the ability to put you on hold. And whilst you're on hold, it's whatever you hear whilst you're on hold, which makes perfect sense, doesn't it? And a lot of businesses don't actually take advantage of that particular way of marketing to their clients. I don't know why. It's just one of those kind of love-hate things. You either you do it or you don't. So what do they use instead of that then in that case? Well, some phone systems have got a built-in beep, so you might hear a doot 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 every kind of 10 seconds or so. And that's really to kind of let you know that you're still on the end of the phone and you haven't been ignored. The option that some phone systems have in place is really badly played music. And when I say that, I mean kind of, it's like an instrumental, but it sounds like it's been played through a Bontempi reed organ from the 1980s. Really, really awful. And what I tend to do as part of Love Audio is replace all of that rubbish with professional marketing messages that are designed to basically let the caller know about things within that particular business that they perhaps didn't know existed. So you can use it as an upsell. And a lot of my clients use it for exactly that. I've got an accountancy firm that I've done this for many, many years, and they're a regular client, come back 2 or 3 times a year to change the messages on there. Because if you think about it, an accountancy firm has to deal with certain times of the financial year. So it might be coming up to a tax payment, for instance, or you need to get your accounts submitted by this particular date. That's one of the options that they can have as a change of message, perhaps. Also, a lot of companies use it for, kind of just promoting their website. So, thanks for calling XYZ company. Visit our website at www.whateveritmightbe.com, so so that is a possibility. What I was hoping to do, I'll do it in a minute. I won't do it just yet. Hi to Rowan. Says, Rowan, always a pleasure, Paul. Would love to work with you again. Yeah, no problem at all. Obviously, speak to me after the stream. Just drop me a private message or something and we'll sort something out. That'd be really good. So what I was going to say was I'll show you on screen here a project that I've just put together. This is really just a kind of demonstration. If I just go to this particular button, you'll see that happening on screen. Now, I should be on the little circle, which is fine, but you can see my desktop on the right-hand side there. Now, what we've got here is a company in Plymouth, and I'm sure that Craig won't mind me showcasing his business as part of this. The company's called Cross Keys Estates, and they deal with lettings and sales down in Plymouth. Okay, so we originally created their on-hold marketing messages, but something else I wanted to mention on tonight's stream was the thing called IVR. Now, this is a voice kind of recognition system that some phone systems have. So they might give you a greeting that kind of sounds a little bit like this. Welcome to Cross Keys Estates Lettings and Sales. During these difficult times, we are doing our utmost to provide a high standard of customer service with limited cover in our offices, so your patience and understanding is greatly appreciated. To ensure that you're put through to the correct department, please choose from one of the following options. If you would like a sales or lettings valuation, be it physical or virtual, please press 1. If you would like to discuss a property that we currently have for sale or to arrange a viewing on any of our sales properties, press 2. So you get the idea. That's like an IVR greeting. So that would be the first thing that a caller would hear when they call into that particular business, during office hours, of course, that is. If it's out of hours, then I've also produced another one that they put on their phone system automatically, by the way, because they have what's called a VoIP system. It's voice over IP, VoIP, and it's based in the cloud. And the good thing about that is, from a producer's point of view, is that I just supply the WAV file in the right format, and believe me, it doesn't sound anything like that. It gets reduced and compressed really, really low. So that might be a 44.1 kilohertz MP3 or WAV file, good quality, and that's in mono. But the file that gets uploaded to the phone system is a really poor quality. It's like an 8 kilohertz version, and it's an 8-bit mono WAV, so it's a really, really low quality. Just bearing in mind that some of the phone systems don't have really, really high quality WAVs on their phone system. They have really awful sounding WAVs. If you listen to them on a stereo, it would sound awful. But by the time you get it up to a phone system and it's on the end of a phone when somebody's dialed in, it sounds absolutely fine, and that's the beauty of it. So what I tend to do as well is I've got a vast library of non-MCPS and non-PRS music. So that might be from a certain library, and a client, I give them the link and they can audition some of those tracks. And one particular track that a client recently auditioned was this one. The track's called Breaking Free. The library that I've just started to use is called Epidemic Sound, which is quite cool. They've got a lot of tracks. They've got 32,000 tracks on their books, and covering over 140 genres. But this is just a nice kind of, pleasant guitar track, isn't it? And the good thing is that the client chose it, and I try and do that wherever possible, so the client chooses their own piece of music to go behind the on-hold production that it might be. And this is an example of one that I did for an insurance company based in Exeter, and it was quite a recent thing. In fact, October 2018, this particular file was produced. All Things YouTube. Hello to you, young man. That's Matthew's in the house. Matthew Haas, talking about All Things YouTube. Make sure you check out his channel if you're looking to start a new YouTube channel. You want to know absolutely everything, button to button, and he talks you through the whole thing. He's got a brand new series of videos that you can subscribe to. It's free to watch, so there's no problem with that. You can support him via his Patreon page, of course, and you can also pay a small subscription for the kind of in-depth videos as well. So Matthew, hi to you. Thank you very much for popping into the stream. Hello to Tom, who's in the house watching. And also my other son, Ben, who's watching as well. So thank you very much, guys, for joining the stream. Glad you could make it. We're talking about telephone on-hold marketing messages. Now, it might seem a lot of gobbledygook, and it's a bit kind of Marmite, really. You either love it or you hate it. Some companies don't decide to put it on their phone system, and that's absolutely fine. But those that do really discover a marketing tool that they didn't know they had, because they can upsell. For instance, if you were a company, let's say, that was exhibiting somewhere, so and obviously with COVID-19 that's a bit impossible right now, but hopefully things will start to change from next month. But let's say, for instance, you were a company, I'm going to give just a rough example of an organization that sells DJ equipment, okay? And you're exhibiting in a big exhibit and showcase that's happening at the NEC in Birmingham. Now, if you had a phone system where you'd put your caller on hold or transfer them, even for a few seconds at a time, you might want to put your stand number on one of the messages. So, thanks for calling XYZ DJ Equipment. Did you know we're appearing at Expo 2020 at the NEC? And you can see us on stand 2946. Perfect. They've now got a few more visitors to that particular exhibition. They can obviously click to register on the website, things like that. It's all about data capture these days. So, you're trying to drive that traffic to a website address, maybe an email address, things like that. Something I've just taken on board, because all of the DJ gigs that I had during March, April, May, June, July, partly some of August as well, have all been cancelled. Most of those were weddings. So I thought, well, things, when they get back to some kind of normality, aren't going to be pretty normal. So what I've done is I've opted for a short code. So instead of giving out my phone number for people to text in at a gig with requests, I've got a number that's 5 digits long, right? You put the word audio at the front of that message, otherwise it won't get to me. If you put something else, it will not get through to me, and I won't ever see it. But the idea is that if I'm at a gig, instead of everybody coming up to me like this, face to face, and going, "You got any quo?" or anything like that, I can then just have a banner that shows them the 5-digit number. They just get the phone out, because most people have got phones. You can see them as they're sat around tables at these weddings and stuff, right? They put in the number, which I can't remember off the top of my head because it's brand new. I will get used to it. I think it's 88440. I'm going to get that wrong, aren't I? Just hang on a second. Let me just clarify that. Hang on. Let me clarify that. Oh, God, I can't remember. No, I've lost the page anyway. So, yeah, let's not worry about that for right now. But the idea is that it will enable them to type that in, and as a request, after the word audio, of course, they can put the request and the name and dedication or whatever they might do. That comes through to my phone. I can then instantly look through my music collection, pick out the track, and it's pretty much on, within a few minutes or so. So I think it'll actually streamline things, and it'll stop, as I say, people getting right up close and having those requests and dedications right in my face. Let's have a look here. Thank you for the plug, Matt. No problem at all. Thank you very much indeed for hanging out with us tonight. So we've got 9 in the house. Do say hi if you're in. We don't know who you are, particularly if you're new to the channel. You've never experienced the Love Audio thing before. This is my kind of... hang on, let's go back to the main screen again. This is the studio that I'm in currently. The desk in front of me is the Studio Live 32SC from PreSonus. And the software that you see, if I can just go to desktop there, is the PreSonus Studio One 4.6. That's a professional version here. Now, I was going to play you an example of... hello, Danny. Thank you very much for joining us. I was going to play you an example of an on-hold production that I did in 2018 for an insurance company in Exeter. Let's have a quick listen to that. That's including music as well. Have a listen.
Isca Barham can provide all your insurance needs, including business, motor, smallholder and home, including property owners, holiday homes and buy-to-let. Just ask a member of staff when your call is answered. Calls may be monitored or recorded for quality and training purposes. Please hold the line and we will be with you shortly. We can offer a tailored insurance solution based on your individual requirements rather than a one-size-fits-all approach. We are a leading independent insurance broker with over 40 years of experience. Don't forget, you can always visit our website at www.iskabarraminsurance.co.uk for more information. Thanks for continuing to hold.
There you go. So you get the idea, and I don't want to play you the whole thing because it's about 2.5 minutes long. But the idea is that on a phone system, that would play in a loop. So wherever you happen to join it, you would hear a different piece of information about that particular company. It doesn't automatically start from scratch again, which is a pretty cool thing to do. So it's a bit like joining this stream. If you joined it right now, you'd see me telling you to join it right now, and it would, you join it wherever you joined it and then just watch the playback. But it's kind of like that. So it plays in a loop on a phone system. And as I say, most of the modern phone systems now are no longer this huge great box on the wall that you used to have to get with umpteen different extension leads and stuff coming off of it. It's now mainly cloud-based, and they're called VoIP systems, voice over IP. Now, if we're really clever, and I don't know that we are, but we're going to try it anyway. Now I've got some charge back on my phone. Let me just disappear that for a second. What I'm going to do, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I'm going to phone my number. I can't show you the phone itself because it's just here below the camera. But I'm going to dial my number, the Love Audio number, put it on speakerphone so you can hear it. I did try and plug it straight into the mixer, but it wasn't having any of it. It was still coming through the speaker for the phone, so we'll leave that. Hi, Rowan says, always following you, but first time joining the stream. You are very welcome, sir. We do it every Monday. We talk about audio production, so it's always of interest, hopefully, to yourself and anybody else that you might know that's interested in audio production. By the way, I think I'm up to 50 subscribers now, so that's really cool. Thank you so much. But I'd like to get to 100. The main reason for that is that I can then get a custom URL. So my channel is youtube.com/a load of letters and numbers, right? If I get to 100 subscribers, they give you the automatic right to be able to choose your URL. So hopefully mine's going to be Love Audio Production. That will make perfect sense, or a variation thereof. So please do try and subscribe. If you've not done so, then head on to the channel itself and click the subscribe button. Exactly like that. And yeah, then we can get to 100 hopefully fairly soon. As I say, I'm up to 50 so far. And the good thing about TubeBuddy is an add-on that I've got on my YouTube channel. TubeBuddy gives you stats every so often, tells you how you're doing, tells you what you need to do next, gives you lots of tips on how to make it even better, all that kind of thing. And they give you a little certificate every time you reach a milestone. So I'm really excited to get closer to that 100 subscribers. So if you know anybody that might be interested in audio production, they want to come on board and subscribe and watch the channel each week and whatever else it might be, and watch the other videos that I've got in my channel as well, then please do let them know where the channel is, how they can find me, and make sure they click the subscribe button. Also click the bell as well, and you'll get reminded then of when I'm going to go live or when I've posted a new video. All right. The stream is always after it's done, and it takes quite a while. It takes a few hours for YouTube to process this long a video, if you like. But I always add it to my playlist, so you'll be able to watch it back again once that's all done and dusted. All right. So let's get on and we'll phone Love Audio and see who's in. All right. So we're dialing it now. Put it on speakerphone.
Hello, and thank you for calling Love Audio. So that we can direct you to the right department, please listen carefully to the following 3 options.
Okay.
For audio production, including IVR, on hold, video narration, or commercial production, please press 1.
No.
For DJ booking inquiries, please press 2.
Yep.
For invoicing, port ledger, and admin inquiries, please press 3.
Let's do that.
And to hear these
So it's ringing in the office here. Okay. I'm going to click answer. And it'll give feedback for a bit, but I'll put you on hold.
Love Audio provides professional on-hold marketing messages for businesses of all sizes and sectors, including accountants, engineering, and dental surgeries, to name a few. You're listening to an example right now. Thank you for calling Love Audio. We'll be with you shortly. Please hold. Love Audio can also provide commercial production for radio stations. Please request a demo when your call is answered. Why not visit our website, loveaudio.co.uk. Did you know Love Audio also provides DJ services for weddings, birthdays, corporate functions, etc.? Ask for our availability when your call is answered. Thank you for calling Love Audio. Passionate about production. Please hold and your call will be answered shortly.
Yeah, get on with it.
Love Audio provides professional on-hold marketing messages for businesses of all sizes and sectors, including accountants, engineering, and dental surgeries, to name a few. You're listening to an example right now.
And
Love Audio.
you get the idea, don't you? I've hung that up now, but that's the idea. So that's uploaded to my VoIP phone system, and that's on the main office number, which is 0330 122 8517. If you're watching the playback, 0330 122 8517. And it's just obviously because I sell that kind of stuff and I produce audio on hold for people. I wanted to have that on my own phone system so that when people do call me, at least it comes up on the phone system when they're actually on hold with me as well. So that was the reason for doing that. So obviously the IVR greeting is the first thing that you come across. Gives you 3 options, and then you go through to the on hold, which is the same for each of those channels because there's only me anyway, self-op. So that's it really. With regards to telephone on hold marketing messages, if you are watching the stream right now or you're watching the playback and you are a company owner and you have a phone system capable of putting people on hold or transferring them, I am going to offer a free demo. So if you want to have that particular kind of style thing on your phone system, just drop me an email. The website, by the way, is loveaudio.co.uk. And if I can just bring that in, I'll show you where that is. 2 seconds. Where are we? Here we go. In fact, let's have a look. Love Audio. Where are we? Okay, I can show you that in a second or two. Love Audio website. So I'm just trying to get the browser up so you can see it. Hang on a second, that's our stream. You don't want to see that, do you? Let's face it. So let's go here. And we go Love Audio. Click that. So here's the new website. It's the old mixer, but I'm going to get a new picture of the new mixer up there fairly soon. So you've got details about the studio. Let's Chat is the kind of contact us page. The studio is there. That's the new mixer there. And then you've got, hang on a second. Oh, you can't see that, can you? I'm not. Duh. There we go. It does help, doesn't it? So let's start again. So here's the website. All right, newly designed. And yeah, Let's Chat. Our studio is your studio. So, eventually when COVID-19 is over, hopefully, then this will be a studio space to rent out for musicians, producers, that kind of thing, vocalists, and they can hire it out by the day or by the hour. So that's hopefully something that I'm going to be doing soon. On hold marketing. So here we go. So this particular page, our telephone on hold marketing messages can be as simple as a greeting or your website address, as we mentioned earlier. It can also be a window on your business, highlighting new products in your range or introducing your existing clients to new ways to use your service. And that's what I was saying earlier on about companies using it as an upsell, rather than just telling your clients the same kind of thing over and over again. So it's really, really useful. You can bet your bottom dollar that your existing clients don't know everything about your business. That's absolutely true. What better way to tell them than a professional marketing messages whilst they're on hold or being transferred? Again, more details goes through to a new page. How we do everything. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Contact us and we do a script for you as well. And then, yeah, good. So that's that. DJ services is something else I offer, of course, available for every occasion once we get out of lockdown. I'm really desperate to get back behind the decks. I've done a couple of live streams from the garden, but YouTube don't like you playing too many commercial songs, so that's out the window at the moment. Weddings, of course, is a big thing that I do. Karaoke occasionally if I'm asked to do so, and corporate events, store launches, that kind of thing, Christmas parties, for various companies. That's always a good one. And birthdays, of course, and contact us page there if you need it. So that's the website. What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say now. I really can't. Who else we got in the house? Let's have a look. So we've got Ben, we've got Tom, Danny, Rowan, we've got Matt. Adam had to disappear, but he's going to watch it on Cat Up, he says, which is cool. But yeah, brilliant. So if you are in, please do say hello, and we'd love to speak to you this evening. And if you do so, it will pop up, trust me, on this button here. Like that. Got another shout out there, Rowan. So yeah, lucky you. And do that and it goes away. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm pressing over here, it's not my keyboard. It's actually a Stream Deck. It's made by a company called Elgato. There we go. Is that okay? You see that? Let's go to the top row of buttons. I can play you a jingle, by the way, just by pressing a button.
Love Audio.
Nice, rich vocal sound of Dallas.
Passionate about production.
Guy's got a really low voice. And I did a who's this? Let's have a look. Hi from Lancashire. Rob Charles is in the house. Radio legend Rob Charles is in the house. What an honour, sir. Thank you so much. I'll play you. I know you're a fan of jingles, so I'll play you one here.
Paul Weber. Love Audio. Passionate about production.
I know you'll like that. He's a bit of a jingle geek like myself, which is pretty cool. Little known fact: Rob Charles is the voice you hear. Let me get this right. What's the guy called? Car Share. Do you remember the series Car Share? Well, in the car, Rob Charles is the voice of the radio guy. Yeah, but you didn't know that. Rob, thank you so much. I knew you were using Stream Deck, and I bet you're on Ecamm. No, Rob, because I'm not on a Mac. I'm on a PC. So my software of choice is vMix. And if I drag it over, hang on a second. If I drag that over to this screen, that's my setup. There you go. But that's a bit weird, isn't it? Pams. No, it wasn't Pams, actually. Rob, it was that particular one was done by CPMG before he passed away, bless him. And managed to get that done by the Dallas Singers, and I mixed it with some old-fashioned Pepper Tanner jingle tracks, which I've got acres of, by the way. Just talk amongst yourselves. We're just having a bit of a jingle moment here. There's another one here. Hang on.
Paul Weber. Love Audio.
So that's the kind of raw a cappella that they did. And then I've got... This is Jam in Dallas.
Love Audio.
Which I love. And was fortunate enough to go and watch them record a jingle for me. Not that particular one, but a different one. Oh, hang on. We missed one.
Love Audio.
Lovely. Anyway, that's enough messing around with jingles. We're talking about telephone on hold marketing messages tonight. So, yeah, what we're doing is talking about these kind of things.
Isker Barham can provide all your insurance needs, including business, motor, smallholder and home, including property owners, holiday homes and buy-to-let.
That kind of thing, which is pretty cool. And just dry voiceovers as well. Sale through our Manamede office. Press 4. So that the IVR greetings, that kind of thing. Rob, thank you very much indeed. So good to see you again. I've been watching your kind of journey, if you will, in and out of radio. Which is pretty cool. I know they've done some strange things at Preston currently, haven't they, with closing the office and all that kind of thing. I'm, as you may or may not know, currently with Celador Radio for the Breeze in South Devon. And we've been acquired by Bauer Media. So they are about to merge the two things together. So us and a number of other radio stations that they bought at the same time. So we're just waiting to hear how that is going to pan out. So watch this space. More details shortly. That is all I'm going to say on that matter. So don't push me. Don't press me on it, will you? Whatever you do. I know you're admiring the T-shirt, aren't you? I love audio. So, you know, if you are a fan of audio and you want to tell people about it, get to my Teespring page. You can find the link to that in the banner on my channel as well. But if you're wondering where it is, hang on a second. If I merge this across, you should see that I've got a t-shirt and a mug, which is pretty cool. Here's the t-shirt. Let's zoom into that. There we go. The bad news here. Yes, I know, Rob. It's just the way things are going. But that's the t-shirt I was trying to show you just now. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? Like that. And the back of it's just plain. It's not coloured or anything like that. Just a plain back of t-shirt, but the logo's on the front there. And if I go back to the channel itself and click on the mug, and I do this every week, but at least you can see it, can't you? There we go. There's a nice little mug there. That's on the other side as well. And you've got different colours. So look at that. Look, actually, it looks quite good on green. I like that. I do like that. And purple, of course, is a good favourite of mine. There we go. How about a purple mug with the I Love Audio logo on it? Superb. And they're quite cheap as well. I can't really see that from here. The screen's too far away. But yeah, take a look. It's teespring.com/Love Audio's merch page, I think. Something like that with hyphens in the middle of it. But you'll find it if you do a search anyway, no doubt. Or, as I say, click the link which is in the banner on my YouTube site. All right, where are we going now? Let's have a look here. Yeah, so this is the software I'm using, which is the PreSonus Studio One 4.6 professional version, which is really, really cool. I do a lot of voiceovers on this, and I did a few this afternoon, actually. Let's see if I can just play that. Hang on a second. Let's just save that and close it. And if I go to this one, we did one this morning like this.
It's coming up to the hour with Flooring and Blinds Express. Whatever your style, including quality carpets, woods, laminates, LVT and vinyls.
So that's a time check that'll appear just ahead of the on the hour, on the clock, if you like. So clock start of 8, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever it might be. So that runs throughout the day for that particular client. There was another one I did as well for a leisure company, hoping to get back into the swing of things. Really cool. Rob, thank you so much for subscribing. Superb. New follower for the Love Audio production channel. Thank you so much, Rob. That's much appreciated. I can't tell you how much that means to me, because I'm trying to get over 100 subscribers so I can get the unique URL that they give you once you reach that particular milestone. So thank you. Every little helps, as a well-known supermarket might say. So I'm just trying to look for this other mix down that I did for the other client. Let's see if it's on here. Let's have a look. Solo this.
It's coming up to the hour with Pleasurewood Hills. Looking forward to reopening soon. Check their website for updates.
Yeah, there we go. So we did that one as well, and they did oh, hang on a second. Sorry, they did a remix, slightly different version of that, which is like this.
It's coming up to the hour with Pleasurewood Hills. The fun starts at East Anglia's greatest theme park.
So that was for our Anglian stations. And North Norfolk Radio, that kind of thing. Also the Beach, Town 102, all of that kind of Anglian side of the country. And yeah, got that job in this afternoon, which was really cool. So thanks to Celador Radio for keeping me in coffees. Let's have a look here. Who else do we need to say hello to? Drop, if you're just watching, by the way, and you want to say hi and you'd like a shout out for your particular channel, drop yourself in the messages. What I was trying to say, for the life of me, Danny, you threw me there. What's he say? Ooh, gossip there, Paul. No, not really. just not going to say anything about it on the stream. So yeah, ask me in private message. That's fine. Because I'm just not going to go there. Simple as that. If you want to know where, let's have a look here. What am I trying to say? Can't remember. I've completely lost my train of thought, to be perfectly honest with you. You've seen the T-shirts. We've seen the telephone on hold stuff, which is cool. Oh, by the way, Robert Lee, who's in Boston, Massachusetts. I did some kind of coaching with him with regards to audio, setting up his audio. Basically, he wants to do a live stream with 4 cameras, 3 lav mics, LAV mics, so lavier mics that are pinned to the kind of t-shirt, if you like, and then him on another mic. So 4 mics, some music and all that kind of stuff, and I was helping him kind of talk through his setup, and he's got a slightly different mixer to mine, slightly smaller and with the rotary controls instead of the faders, but still pretty cool and a great setup as well. And he's using the A10 Mini as a switcher to switch between different channels and stuff like that, which is really cool. But he wanted some help setting up the audio, so I did so on a Zoom call with him, which is pretty cool. And then he very kindly said, here, I've got something for you that you can use in your stream. Have a look at this. Can hear me clicking the buttons, can't you? So that was pretty cool. So thank you very much indeed, Robert Lee, who runs Shalalala Productions out of Boston. And they do videos for the health industry with a slant on pop culture, if I've remembered that correctly. No doubt Robert will pick me up on that on the restream. But yeah, pretty cool. Thank you very much indeed for that. So really appreciate it, and I kind of use it as a bumper in between if I'm wanting to cough or go out and make a coffee or something. It's only 10 seconds, so I've got to be really quick. But that's pretty cool. And the jingle I had made in Dallas, I've got as an intro, first of all. Got this, if I can bring it up here a second. I've not got it on a button, you see, because I don't really use it that often. So, excuse me. That's the outro there. Where's my intro? Where are you? Right click there. Put that up there, restart, and it goes like this. I don't want that. I was going to start the countdown. You don't want that again, do you? That's at the beginning. But the music I use in the countdown is done by Epidemic Sound, and they've currently got a 30-day trial, and they've got 32,000 tracks, so it's worth looking at. If you're looking at audio that's non-copyright, so you can play it to your heart's content on a stream like this, for instance. Epidemic Sound is the name of that particular company. I was just going to play you the outro, if I can find it. Why can't I find these things? Because I've shrunk them down, that's what it is. If I play this, restart that and play you this. Brilliant. Which is really cool. So I managed to send the audio file to a friend of mine called Pete, who runs Albany's Creative Media, and you'll see his slide at the back end of that particular outro when I play it at the end of the stream. And yeah, he did the graphics for me, which is really cool, and managed to embed the audio with the video itself, so it all kind of plays in time and all that stuff, which is really cool. It's all geeky, techy stuff. Really fascinates me. But yeah, really enjoy it, and really enjoy coming live to you each and every Monday. Last week, I did an interview with Wayne Stonelake, who's an electronic dance music producer from South Wales, and and he was talking about how lockdown has affected him, and the fact that he's got much more time on his hands than he ever did have, and is making a lot more music now, which is really cool. So it was good to hear. You can see that, by the way, on the playbacks on the playlist, rather, on my YouTube channel. I've included it as always. What I do is I just add the last video, the last stream, to the playlist, because then anybody can click on the YouTube site and watch that back at any time. There's no kind of pressure to be here on time every Monday night at 8 o'clock, because no doubt people have got different stuff to do on their lives. They don't want to sit and watch me rabbit on for half an hour. But if that's the case, then that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for joining me. So yeah, it's just added to the to the stream, and also added to the playlist as well, which is pretty cool. I'm running out of things to say, but if you've got anything you want to say, if you've got any questions for me, please do drop those into the comments as well. Love to be able to answer those for you. And also, if you've got any ideas of something you want me to cover in a future episode, it might be audio related. For instance, if you've got a DAW, that's a digital audio workstation, then feel free to come on and let me know what you'd like me to discuss. Richard Hargrave from Plymouth. Hello, sir. How are you? Long time no speak. Are you still doing work for God TV? If so, when can I do some more voiceovers for you? Because that was a really fascinating kind of two-way that we had in the studio and the booth. And this has all changed, of course. And when lockdown's over, you can come and visit the studio and take a look around. I am going to do a tour, by the way. One of the episodes coming up is going to be a studio tour. So I'll have the camera on a kind of mobile bit and show you the bits and pieces in the background and stuff like that. So that's on its way. Rest assured. But Richard, really good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping in today, and hope everything's going well with you wherever you might be and whatever you're up to currently. But like I say, do give me a call if you need some more voiceovers done for God TV, because that was really interesting. Thank you for the opportunity. Rowan says, can we mention our work at Cedar? Maybe use our IVR. If I could find it, Rowan, you've put me on the spot now, haven't you? Let's have a look here. So if I save what I was doing just now and then close that, open an existing document and go to... Can you see that? No, you can't see that. Good, okay. Just frightened there. I was showing you my desktop. Not that you want to see that. There's nothing really interesting on it, to be fair. Okay. Rowan, you're in luck. Let's have a look here. Sample rate does not match your... Let me just give you the desktop. Hang on a second. Where's my button for desktop? There it is. Okay, so, yeah, ignore that. This should be it, Rowan. Hang on a second. Let me play something. Let me just rewind to beginning. No, it's not. I'll tell you why it's not. Because I recently changed the settings in and out. So I now come through channels 3 and 4 instead of the traditional 1 and 2, which Windows tends to default to. I don't need to do any voiceover, so that's fine. I can put that in 2, and I can put that in number 9, and then click Apply. And that should be all absolutely fine. Click OK. Now I'm going to play that back from here. Put me on the spot.
Hello, and thank you for calling Cedar. If you know the extension number you require, please dial it now, or hold for a selection of options.
Now that is the young man that's on the chat right now. So Rowan Ford, that was his dulcet tones with that particular production. Let's have a listen to this Cedar IVR options. Here we go.
You now have 4 options to choose from. Option 1, Activity Hub and Community Services Hub. Option 2, Youth Services. Option 3, BizNet Support. Option 4 is Accounts. For all other inquiries, please press 0 or please hold and your call will be answered as soon as possible.
Hey, see? What a star. What a legend. Rowan Ford there. Cedar, just tell us a little bit about Cedar, won't you? Drop a comment and maybe a link to the website, perhaps. Rowan, that might be a good idea. Drop a link to the Cedar website, if you can, in the chat, and then people can click on it and know what you guys are up to. Maybe they can support you in some way, which is really cool. So let me put you back to... and play another jingle.
Across the Southwest, Devon's favorite Love Audio.
Absolutely it is. That won't mean anything if you're listening in the States. I get it. It's fine. Richard's not on. It surprises me that Richard, unless you are in, Richard, and you're just being shy. Richard Seed runs Surf Talk Live News, which is in South Africa and in Johannesburg, and is currently obviously waiting for all of the COVID-19 lockdowns kind of thing around the world to be lifted so that the surf industry, which is quite a big sports kind of thing really, can get back to normal, because nobody's allowed to kind of, be close to one another and get in the sea and all that kind of stuff, which it surprises you, because we're told that the COVID-19 is less catchable, if you will, outdoors, and surfing is a massive outdoor sport, so why can't they get involved with that? I really don't get it. But anyway, there we go. politics for you. Not going to get involved in any of that stuff, but just thought I'd mention it. So Richard, if you are in, say hello, won't you? See what's going to watch. It's like an hour ahead in Johannesburg. So what are we now? Quarter to 10? No, quarter to 9. So it's a quarter to 10 where he is. He's probably thinking about going to bed, to be honest. But that's cool. I know that some of my friends in the States on live streaming with friends and also livestreamingpros.com will be listening at various times across the United States. We worked it out. It was 5 hours to Eastern, 6 hours to Central, and 7 hours behind for Pacific. So on the other side of, San Francisco and Los Angeles and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty interesting. Rowan, yeah, so drop the link to Cedar into the chat, if you will, and then people can see that and it will flash up on the screen as well, all right? Where are we? Next live, that's me, there you go. Yeah, you did catch me off guard, but we did find it, so that's pretty cool, isn't it? Did we do any more? Yeah, we did loads. Look at that. There's even more there. Hang on. Let me put the pip on, and you'll see that.
You now have 4 options to choose from.
We did that, didn't we? What's this down here?
Hello, and thank you for calling Cedar. If you know the extension number you require, please...
So we go here, we're going to record in mono, which is fine. This is exactly how we want it. And it should play back through the stereo channel on channel 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Whatever that means. I have no idea. But anyway, Rowan, hope that was okay for you. Make sure you put the link to Cedar in the chat. And then people can see what you're up against, what you're about, and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Let me just close that. I don't need to see that anymore. That's all fine. Yeah. So this is the company down in Bognor Regis I was telling you about. This is Matthews Hanton. They've been a client of mine since. When was I at Spirit FM in Chichester? 2001. Wow. So 19 years as a regular client. That is amazing. Richard Hargrave, thank you. So how do you do the pip in vMix? Well, funny you should ask that. Because we're part of, well, I say we, the royal we. I was lucky enough to take part in a thing called Leader Challenge. Leader stands for Live Every Day in April. They're doing another one in August, by the way. So if you go to livestreamingpros.com, just watch the news feeds there and they'll let you know when the August thing opens for registration. It's just so good. And you have to go live every day during the month. And they give you different things to kind of do and different challenges to meet and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things that Live Streaming Pros did for us was to give us free desktop pips, which is really cool. So it's just a transparency. It's just an overlay. And I've just managed to populate it with the desktop, and if I can show you this, it'll be a lot easier, won't it? I didn't think we'd be doing a vMix tutorial tonight, but anyway, it's fine by me. It's not a problem. So you can now see my vMix setup in the window itself. All right. Let me just get rid of your text, if I may, so it's a bit more clearer. There we go. Okay. So in the pip desktop here. I just scroll down a second and get the cog that's relevant to that, and then bring it over to this window so you can see it. And there are various different things you can do. So what I've got in multi-view is Cam 1 Zoom. So that's a zoomed in image of my main camera, if you will. I've also got the desktop capture in the other window. And then the overlay is the third thing. So if I get this right, it's the thing that's closest to the camera is the furthest down the list, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm in the background doing all this jazz, as you can see. And then the desktop is the next thing you want to see, because that's the bit I want you to concentrate on if I'm talking about it. And then finally, the pip is the overlay. As you know, this what we call the pip is the overlay. So that's the... Excuse me, that's the red burgundy thing that you can see around the edge, which is pretty cool. Position, so you can move stuff around, as you probably know. So if I'm going to ruin this, I know, but if I do this, oh, hang on. No, I don't want to move that, do I? Reset all. There you go. Oh, that was close. Multi-view. So if I click, for instance, camera 1 zoom position, so now I can move this. See there, that's the edge of it there, look, you see? So I can literally zoom around. There's the microphone stand, the desk is there, and there's me. So I don't want to show any black on the top of that image. So that'll be about right just there. And it's done. And then the same with the position of the desktop capture. So position there, you can then shift this around. Okay, that's the edge of the camera there, look, you see. So you shift it around till it's just inside the pip with no black edges. There's microsurgery. You can use the buttons above, but I tend to do it manually so I can see what's going on. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. But they were donated to us, given to us free, which is really cool. Disabilities and learning difficulties. Sorry, I think I missed a couple of Rowan. Sorry about that. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just put you guys back over that side. And if I bring up, not that one. If I bring up, let's have a look here. Okay, don't see the link, Rowan. So if you can do that again, that'll be good. Danny's off to bed. Thank you very much. Oh, you got breakfast show in the morning, Danny, haven't you? Over in Wales. Are you still in Wales or in Cheshire? Is it Phase Radio? Drop a link in the comments, Danny, and people can listen to you in the morning. Yeah, so I don't see the link there, Rowan. Cedar. Obviously, we've got that, which is fine. I'm going to view the queue. Mention our work. Yes, you can. And then, as I say, I don't see the link there, so try and drop that in if you can. So, www.whateveritmightbe.org, which is cool. Let's drop that down there. Oh, that's me, isn't it? Okay, no problem at all. Yeah, let us know the link on that. It'd be really cool if you can. Danny, have a great show tomorrow morning, won't you? Excuse me, as I say, drop the link in the comments if you can. Let us know the address of that particular email address. Website address of the radio station. That'd be good. And keep up the good work. Rowan, I think we've almost come to the end. My throat's going to go and I'm hungry, so I think dinner's ready. I started cooking a casserole about 2 hours ago, so it's really, really done now, to be fair. But listen, it's been good hanging out with you. If you want to support the channel, by the way, you can do by supporting my Patreon page, patreon.com/Love Audio Production. Get on there and support me if you can. You can also, of course, subscribe to the channel. That's very easy. Love that. And we'd love to see you on the next one. So make sure you subscribe and tick the bell button. That'll let you know when we're going live next time. Always go live on a Monday night at 8 o'clock. However, sometimes I'll upload a random video just during the week or whatever it might be. Okay, so watch out for those as well. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And I've got to have another jingle, haven't we?
Love Audio.
I love that. Okay, so I'm going to play you out with the jingle that I was talking about, and right at the end you'll see the graphics were produced by my friend Pete at Albanese Media. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to watch it on the playback, then please do so. Give it a thumbs up as well. That really helps me, and also if you can try and get that subscriber number up for me, I really appreciate it, so we can get to 100 and get that custom URL. All right. Thanks very much. Take care. See you soon. See you on the next one.